You're listening to the Pittsburgh Pile Driver. What the hell is that? Podcast.
Well, 'tis the season for the reason I might be sneezing. I aim to pleasin'. Here's the thing. It's Rumble season, and this Saturday is the Royal Rumble, which means this episode of the Pittsburgh Pile Driver podcast is a jam-packed, big old hoss daddy of an episode, because we are going to be talking Royal Rumble, we're going to be picking Royal Rumble, we're going to be speculating Royal Rumble. This episode is all centered around the Royal Rumble. So, if the Royal Rumble is one of your favorite pay-per-views, premium live events, jiggly, like it is mine, then you should enjoy this episode because it's all about the Royal Rumble. And since it is a big event, one of the original Big Four, guess what? We have the Big Four here tonight. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I am Ransom the Madman. I am 1/4 of your hosts for the Pittsburgh Pile Driver podcast. This episode, we've got Tiger Bomb Tom. He's with us as well. Poot the Bard will be joining us presently and currently and is here. And also, Beef the Legend, the man, rumor has it, he is the Chooserweight Champion of the world. Now, I've seen internet speculation that the Royal Rumble could be the beginning of the end for Beef the Legend. All over social media, I've seen it. This is it. This is his downfall. He's done. The beginning of the end is here. The Royal Rumble is his Achilles heel. He is done and out and over with. But I can confidently say to you, I've seen many things on the internet not come to fruition. And I will personally guarantee you that after the Royal Rumble, after this set of picks, after it is all said and done, Beef the Legend will still be your Chooserweight champion. I have all the confidence in the world in that. When we're done with this set of picks, it's not just going to be the Royal Rumble. We're going to pick some other things before the Chooserweight title is officially decided. But there's not a shadow of doubt in my mind. Anyone who steps up to the plate is just going to get their face buried in the dirt, because there's no dethroning our galactic overlord, Beefalactus, the World Eater. He will continue to reign supreme, and I don't care what you say. I want you to participate in the Chooserweight title picks. I do. The Chooserweight Open is fun. I am grateful for all who participate, but I need you to know and understand so that you don't come out feeling disappointed. I want to set your expectations properly. It's a moot point. We all know the outcome. We all know what is going to happen, and we all know what should happen. And that is the Galactic Overlord continuing to reign supreme. So, with all the hullabaloo out of the way, I believe it's Rumble season, and I believe we have Rumble picks to do. Come on, somebody, do the thing.
Yeah, baby. I'm excited. I'm pumped, man. Like, you guys know me. This is my wheelhouse. Everybody hates January to March. Everyone's like, man, these are like the worst months of the year. I love them. I love the snow. I love the bitter cold. I love the Royal Rumble, and I love the road to WrestleMania. There are a few things that I know more about than the Royal Rumble and the road to WrestleMania. So yes, this is absolutely something I'm here for and I'm excited about.
I love it. It's one of my favorite times of the year. It's the most rumbleful time of the year.
It's the most rumbleful
Rumbleful
time
time.
of the
Of
year.
the
Well
year.
done. Good wordsmithing there, Poot. Good wordsmithing.
Thank
It's
you.
accurate. Poot the legend. Poot the
What?
Bard, by the way,
That's the
is on location in the Fortress of Beeftitude. Unfortunately, Beef doesn't know technology and is like, I have a microphone, it'll just work. And guess what? It doesn't. So I apologize for fans of Poot the Bard and his sultry, dulcet tones not being as clear tonight. But we know what? We're professionals. We're working through it.
Quote.
it's literally made me go from midnight to 6. I'm sad, but I'll power through.
Damn
Listen,
it, Tom.
sometimes you got to go for the tantric barding. Okay, you got to
Okay.
just every once in a while. You know, it can't be midnight all the time, buddy.
Really sounding a lot like the mid-card maniac there on that microphone.
He at this moment may be muting his mic and like on the street corner playing his guitar like for tips. I don't know. He might just be wandering around the streets of Beefdor. I don't know.
He's
he may
at your local VFW, guitaring around. That's what he's doing.
having some drinks with the vets. But yeah, man, Royal Rumble, man. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
yes,
Have
Ransom.
some. Yes, have some.
You guys want to do picks before we kind of pontificate about Rumble's past and future and all that good stuff, or do we want to talk
let's
first and then
let's
pick?
do picks. Let's do picks first.
Let's
I'm
do
feeling
picks.
picky. I'm feeling picky.
You can
Easy-
pick your
easy,
friends.
Pat.
You can pick your friends. You can pick your nose.
Jesus.
And we are gonna pick the Royal Rumble tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in stone, because as you know, what we always pick happens exactly like that. So here we go. Here are your matches for the 2023 Royal Rumble. In singles action, we have 3 matches. We have Bray Wyatt returning for the first time since his return in October, 5 months later.
Returning since his return.
It's true. That's what's happening.
Debuting since his
Yeah.
return.
His Ray debut against LA Knight in a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Hashtag not a
Okay.
sponsor.
All
No,
right.
it's not just that. You gotta do it like LA Knight. It's not just it's a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Yeah.
Oh,
Let me
Yeah.
talk to you.
Please.
Let me talk to you.
Please explain to me what the hell this constitutes, because as you know, myself along with Ransom don't really catch the weeklies at all. I may have more time to do so now, but God Almighty, what the fuck is this?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Damn it.
We don't know if it's going to be cinematic. We don't know if it's just going to be conducted with no lights on in the arena except for like a spotlight in the ring.
Okay.
My buddy at
Stop
work,
Are they
my,
gonna be
my buddy at work said that
blindfolded?
maybe my buddy at work said that maybe it's just going to be like darkness and we'll see just like the cartoon eyes floating like the old school Looney Tunes cartoons. And by God,
Jesus.
if it's a cinematic match and that doesn't happen, I'm going to be disappointed. Who knows? From the twisted mind of Bray Wyatt, we get this, and also from the makers of Pepsi, Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
From the diabetes riddled brain of Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
Jesus,
God.
man.
You
It's
know,
gonna be Pitch Black, but it has to
Again.
have Mountain Dew.
Again, my emphasis, I don't give a fuck if it's a cinematic match. I care that it's a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
Yeah, because
That's my problem.
listen, I tried just now to go on WWE.com and went on their little promotional headers and stuff like that. The Mountain Dew Pitch Black match at the Royal Rumble. I click on it. It takes me to the Mountain Dew homepage, and I have nothing. I have more questions than fucking answers. I hate everything about this already. God help me.
Our man on the scene, Tiger Bomb Tom, digging in for those important questions like what the
Fucking-
fuck is going on
Yeah,
here?
what the fuck is going on? What the fuck are we watching? And why the fuck is Mountain Dew have to be prominently featured as the sponsor for it? God help me.
Because everybody else left. Anyway, moving right along. We also have Bianca Belair defending her women's title, her Raw Women's Championship, against Alexa Bliss. There's been some weird Uncle Howdy stuff with Alexa Bliss too.
Dang
This
it.
is gonna be a weird show, I think, but I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be kooky, and I like kooky. And then
Oh,
we Ransom's so sad already. This is great
I am. Oh.
for our uneducated viewers. Ransom's birthday is on Saturday, and we get the honor of watching the Royal Rumble from Mordor, and
It's the most ransomful time of the year.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm excited because I think that one of two things is gonna happen. He's gonna be really happy and it's gonna be a fun time, or he may end up weeping and I may have to like console him with my big strong hugs.
By the way,
So
now actually getting into from WWE.com where you can go through shows and click on the Royal Rumble show. And
ladies
then
and gentlemen, we have an update.
Yes, we have
with
an
our
update.
special reporter.
Are you
Tiger
ready?
Bomb Tom.
Are you ready
Take
for
it away,
this?
Tom.
Are you ready for this? The update is there's still no fucking explanation, none whatsoever
Great.
from from the mouths of babes of WWE.com. There is no fucking explanation of what this match is supposed to be. It's nothing. I got.
I've already written off the second coming of Bray Wyatt.
I absolutely have not. Triple H is a smart guy. Bray Wyatt's a smart guy. I think
Like, I'm all for the slow burn, but I mean,
this is taking a while.
Dude,
And
no, this isn't a slow burn. This is when you try to light a campfire and you're just like, oh, I think it's
Listen, hold on.
I gotta go get the gas. Oh, no, it's not a stop it.
I feel personally attacked. I feel personally attacked on this one. Actually,
can we do some picks here?
I'm getting there. I'm
so
explaining the
tired
matches.
of talking about PepsiCo and the who'sy what's it of Dr. What's His Nuts. Like, screw you,
Dr.
Bray
What's
Wyatt.
His Nuts?
In WWE, you have lost my interest yet again. Go away. Stop it. Enough.
I tell you what, if I was Coke, I would have actually put like a bid for the Royal Rumble.
oh my
Coke
god,
Zero presents
fuck
the Royal
you.
Rumble featuring the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
Jesus Christ alive.
30 seconds away from exiting this podcast.
Whatever company makes the soda squirt, presented by Coke, presented by...
Doritos Locos 3D. Okay, all
We
right.
also
I can
have
go play Warzone very easily. I don't need this.
we also have Roman Reigns defending the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship with Paul
Brought
Heyman
to you
in
by
his corner.
Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right, I'm out.
All right.
Defends the big belt against Kevin Owens.
Don't come over Saturday.
with Sami Zayn in tow at some point, I'm sure. And then, of course, the main events. Well, probably one's going to stop the show. The Women's Royal Rumble match featuring, a.k.a. announced so far, Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez. Nope, Raquel Rodriguez. I forgot
Whoops.
to change her name. Shayna Baszler, Emma, and Zelina Vega. That's right. There are 7 people announced for the Women's Royal Rumble. It's on Saturday. That's
Whoops.
3 days away. And then the Men's Royal Rumble, which has 16 announcements, or 16 announced. Kofi, Santos Escobar, Ricochet, Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin. I guess he's not Happy Corbin anymore. Rey Mysterio.
What?
That's been gone for a while.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Omos, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, and announced today on WWE's YouTube channel, Dominic Mysterio. They actually had a neat little skit with like Rhea like training him for the Royal Rumble. It was actually kind of funny. I kind of popped a little bit.
Was she being a dommy mommy?
Yeah, actually.
Nice.
He called her like mommy like 3 times. It was it's pretty great. So yeah, and the good news is if you are a fan of surprises, you have a lot of surprises coming up. Now, is it a chance that they could end up being a lot of tag teams? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one year when they had like I think 17 announced, and I was like, just think about all these surprises. And it was like Kevin Nash and the Hurricane and like a bunch of tag teams, and I'm like, mother.
Oh, the fucking
Fucker.
hurricane.
Oh
So-
The
God.
fucking hurricane.
Anyway, there are matches. That's what we're gonna be picking from. We're going to start with everybody's favorite, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
God.
Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. As the champion, I have the prerogative of where I want to go with this. And ladies and gentlemen, I am starting right here
Wow.
in the Throne of Skulls. I am picking Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
5 points. We have. Oh, by the way, we have 5 points to wager. Also, we will be picking the final 4 of the Royal Rumble. Each correct answer gets 1 point, and we will be trying to guess a surprise entrant. Either Rumble, doesn't matter. But Final Jeopardy rules apply. You break it, you buy it. You wager up to 5 points. You get it right, hey, you get 5 points. You get it wrong, you lose.
Are we only picking one surprise entrant?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
One
just
and
making
done.
Sure. Okay, got it.
Make it count. But yes, Wyatt, LA Knight, Bray Wyatt, all the way. You don't bring back Bray Wyatt to have him lose his debut. I love LA Knight, but he's a guy that absolutely can eat every pin in the world and still come out as a smarmy, cocky super dick. So yeah, give me Bray Wyatt 5 points, all the money. Hopefully this is the rebound that we need and kickstarts us into something beautiful. Pootski.
Part of me really wanted to do LA Knight for 1 because I'm like, what if there's some kind of like fuckery and chicanery? You know what I mean? With
Malarkey.
this Uncle Howdy nonsense and everything.
You would think there
but
would have to be.
that's my point. It's like, you know.
But the thing is like we don't even know the stipulations of the match. So if it's a no DQ, like we can't even factor that into our picks.
Yeah, but Uncle Howdy could come and knock out Bray Wyatt, and then just LA Knight could sneak away with a win.
Which we've seen. We've
yeah,
seen that
yeah.
happen.
Yep.
Uncle Howdy has left Bray Wyatt laying before. So at face value, I am taking this as like a gimmick match where there will be no disqualifications, no count out at the very least. This could take place in like a swamp. This could take place in Mars. I don't know. But at the very least, I would
Jesus.
assume that you're probably going to get no DQs, no count out.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna follow the champion here. I'm gonna say Bray Wyatt for 5. They gotta at least get him started on something because, like you said, and pontificating and sitting, or was it mulling it over after hearing you guys, say about it. It's like it really is frustrating. Because it would have been good like a month, have Bray Wyatt do this stuff for a month, but at least put him in matches, get him some wins and everything. And yeah, this is a little bit different, but it has gone on quite a while. So Bray Wyatt needs a nice, big, solid victory to kick things off. So yeah, I'll go Bray Wyatt 5.
Ransom.
Bray Wyatt 5. Who cares?
Wow. Ransom is so over the second Wyatt run already.
The second Wyatt run, it's been 18 years since it started. Yeah,
Accurate.
man, I'm freaking tired of it.
Accurate. Yeah. And like when he's been in the ring, he's had like a knee brace on. So, again, I go back to, did he come back before he was healthy? And if so, why bring him out on TV before he was completely healthy and ready for a match?
Yeah, like either way, shame on him. My daughter is in first grade this year. She's going to be graduating from high school by the time Bray Wyatt has his second match. I can't stay invested this long. I don't care.
Rumor has it, by the way, I'll just throw this in here, that the penciled in WrestleMania match will be Bray Wyatt versus Uncle Howdy.
Wow, Bo Dallas will get his fucking WrestleMania moment then, huh?
Apparently.
Hmm.
Tom, what you got here on this one?
You know, I want to follow suit and pick Bray Wyatt, but part of me wants to just, throw caution to the wind and just pick a fucking dusty finish that it ends in nothing but confusion and there is no clear winner.
That's a pick you can make. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. But I gotta hope. I gotta hope that they're gonna do something. I'm gonna pick Bray Wyatt, but I'm only gonna put 3 on it.
Probably a smart move because I think that we can even now, 2 years after the fact, go back and debate who won the Firefly Funhouse match if there was a winner, So absolutely.
Wait, which one? The
one with Cena.
Oh, okay.
The John Cena one?
Right. The purely cinematic, where technically Wyatt beat him, technically, but who knows if it ever happened. Or if it was just a fever dream. Also on the card, as we mentioned, Roman Reigns defends against Kevin Owens. The big title, the big belt, the 2 belt, Roman 2 belts. Poot, talk to me.
It's absolutely going to be Roman for 4. He's putting up both belts against Kevin Owens.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Unless there is some big crazy magic moment, this is absolutely going to be Roman for 4. Roman's not going to lose one of those belts until at least Mania.
And again, it's worth noting that while they're treating the tag team titles individually, and the Usos have been having individual matches for those, Roman is defending these titles as a unit so far. Now, this isn't his first defense with the belt, is it? No, he defended against Matt Riddle on a random SmackDown a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah, and it was Riddle's quote unquote last shot at the belts while Roman was champion.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was before he decided to fucking go do a bunch of blow and Yeah.
We're not quite sure what's going on with Matt Riddle. That's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But bottom line is, so he has defended them as a unit. Ransom.
It is officially for the belts as a whole. Right.
For the as quoted on Wikipedia, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
And it says if you click on that link on that, it says the undisputed WWE Universal Championship exists when one wrestler holds both of the following: the WWE Championship, the Men's World Championship of WWE's Raw brand, and the WWE Universal Championship, which is the Men's World Championship of WWE's SmackDown brand. So there you go.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. I concur with Poot here. If it was for one belt, maybe they drop one belt off of him before Mania. But he's not going to lose both titles before Mania. That doesn't make any sense. If he's going to lose the titles, it will be at Mania. So yeah, freaking Roman Reigns 4 points.
Get him, boys. Tom, who you got?
I'm surprised we spent this long even talking about it. Lol, Okada wins. I mean, Roman wins. 5 points. 5 points.
Well played.
My man.
5 points. Fucking, I'd put my entire next paycheck that I haven't even gotten yet from the new job on this.
I'm not as confident on Reigns heading into WrestleMania with both belts.
Shut up, Pete.
I think it's.
Stop.
I'm serious. I think it's likely, but I'm not as confident as you 3 are. Montreal is the home of the Elimination Chamber and also the home of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If they were going to have him drop a title to anybody, anywhere, it would be one of the 2 of them at Elimination Chamber.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Roman's going to go into Mania with both belts. I'm saying that they're not going to take both belts off of him in this pay-per-view before Mania.
No.
I mean, I think you're right. If something happens at Elimination Chamber, like for one of the belts, I would absolutely bet on him losing one of the belts before Mania. But he's not going to drop them both here at the Rumble. That's just what I meant. Yeah, no.
Oh, gotcha. And I mean, like, if this wasn't for both titles, there's absolutely a scenario where I think Kevin Owens could sneak away. Sami Zayn takes the blame, and like, you know, in a perfect world, ends up with the other belt at WrestleMania. But I just don't see that happening. You know, as much as I'd love to see KO get the big one, I think that still may be forthcoming. It's not going to be here. It's not going to be now. So I'm taking Roman as well for 4 points. Bianca Belair defends her Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss. No, she's been the normal Alexa Bliss, except for moments of spookiness, where like the Bray Wyatt logo flashes on the Tron,
Voodoo Mama
and
Juju.
she transformed into Voodoo Mama Juju, and you know, feigns hitting a Sister Abigail. She had a showdown with Uncle Howdy.
Juju.
Voodoo Mama Juju.
I
need
you.
So, you know, all cards on the table. Things could get weird at the Royal Rumble. But again, it's weird that I'm here for, not weird like Duke the Dumpster Drosy coming out number 30. Ransom goes, Ransom, who do you have in the women's title match?
I'm going to go to Bianca with 1.
It's a good pick, for sure. Tom?
I'm going to go with Bianca for 4.
It's a commanding confidence. I like it. I've mulled this one over a couple times. If ever there was a time where picking the person walking out with the belt versus who's going to be winning the match bit me in the ass, it would be here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that there are some ways that Alexa Bliss absolutely could win in a dust-up. Like or like win by DQ or something fucking, or count out, something weird happening to kind of keep her in this while the weird fucking nebulous Bray Wyatt shit's happening. I don't know. But that being said, I do feel like Bianca's the right answer. Let her get to WrestleMania with that belt, having her year-long reign. I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. And then have somebody probably clean her clock at WrestleMania.
No.
But I'm taking Bianca Belair for 3 points. Pootsky.
I'm gonna do Bianca Belair. I'm gonna go Bianca Belair for 2. I still think that she'll walk out the victor. I just don't. 3. I'm saving that 3. I'm saving that bacon.
Yes.
That's fair. I will say this. As the stat man, I like WWE having like 5 matches on a pay-per-view. That way, or excuse me, a premium live event. So that way, whenever anybody's like, what points do I have left? I don't have to like look through 16 matches to figure it out. That being said, I typically enjoy AEW's pay-per-views a little bit more. So
I was gonna say,
know.
I was like, wait a minute, is that a fucking throwing some shade at AEW shows there, buddy?
not at all. I am and never will be a WWE stan. All right, so let's talk Royal Rumbles here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through and pick the women's first and the men's. I'm gonna have you guys give me your final 4, and then the winner. So you know what? We'll do the final 4 individually, and then we'll cycle back through for the winner, just to keep things fair. Tom.
Of course.
We're starting with the Royal Rumble for the women. Again, 7 announced. Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vega, Emma. Who do you got as your final 4?
I have no fucking clue. God, I don't know. Exactly.
Oh
That's how I
God!
feel. That's how I feel with this fucking pick. Well, damn it, I don't even know. This is gonna take forever because I don't keep up. I have no idea what's going on the weeklies.
Well, I'll tell you that Damage Control, probably all three of them are going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, huh?
Asuka's
Yeah.
probably going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Maybe not as Asuka, maybe as the new gimmick that you're going to have for her. Becky Lynch is probably going to be in the Royal Rumble.
I had to look and see who.
Oh, yeah.
I had to look and see like who champions are right now or anything like that. So all right, so
I
Damage
think
Control.
Rousey will wind up in the Rumble.
Rousey might. Very well could.
Yeah.
Oh, Poot.
Eh. I hope not. I mean, but
I think we all hope not, Tom.
Oh,
let's see. All right, so I'm looking to see like what women are holding championships or like anything like that. So Damage Control's the women's tag champs.
Yep.
We got Roxanne Perez down in NXT. We got
Yep.
Katana. I fucking hate. Sorry, sidebar. I fucking hate Katana Chance. The dumbest fucking thing. We couldn't.
I'm gonna start forgetting who Beef said who was in this Rumble by the time this diatribe's over.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry.
probably will. I don't care.
Don't worry. There's only 7 of them.
Yeah,
Like, somebody wake me up when Tom's done.
cool.
Wake me up when
Damn it, Poot.
CGD's done.
Please, God, you couldn't pick a better Green Day song than that. Jesus.
No.
I hate that song. All right, Rhea Ripley is one of my final 4. I'm gonna say Bailey is probably another one of the final 4. How the hell is Becky Lynch not listed for the Rumble yet?
She'll be in it. She'll absolutely be in it.
Well, then I don't know. Then she's probably another one of the final 4. So let's go Becky. And I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it, Shayna.
Alrighty.
This is a totally just so much.
Jesus, Tom.
Well, there's like
Tom
there's nothing to go off of. Like fucking 7 participants.
It's
They're-
Rumble, buddy.
I know, and they're probably gonna bring back fucking like the Bella Twins and fucking stupid Kelly Kelly.
I don't know about that one.
Well, you know what I mean. They're gonna bring back
Right.
fucking whoever. Michelle McCool probably. Like again.
I was gonna mention her. She's been working the socials pretty hard. That like they didn't approach her. That she didn't get a call, which tells me that she's probably absolutely gonna be in the Royal Rumble. Especially with Undertaker being at Raw 30. Like I
We'll have Lita come out, or Thong will be hanging out, whatever. It's fine.
Tom really hates the women. You heard it here, folks.
No. It's just I hate.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
You hate them being an afterthought. I understand.
Yeah, I hate the fact that we have 16, 17, guys announced or whatever, and 7 for the women. Like this, it's fucking stupid. That's all. That just irritates me.
Hot
That's
take
fair.
here. I would rather have 0 people announced for both. I would rather have it be a 100% surprise. That would entertain me more than knowing like, oh, here's half the roster for here and half the roster for here.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I don't want to know anybody that's coming into the Rumble. I want it to be a complete and utter surprise. That's what I love.
I would rather have that in general. I'm with you on that, Ransom. But
That's why I like going back and watching previous Rumbles, because I forget who was announced for these Rumbles. So like I'll go back and watch like Rumble 97, 98, 99. I know the winners, but like I completely forget who was in them, who was like doing what. So it's fun to see a complete and utter surprise on who's coming out next.
right, but in the context for what we're doing, this fucking blows. So go on. All right, there's my final 4: Rhea Ripley, Bailey, Becky Lynch, and Shayna Baszler.
All right. I have
Probably not a
Rhea
goddamn one of them.
Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch, and Raquel Rodriguez.
Wow.
Poot,
Shayna Baszler,
uh-huh.
Rhea Ripley. The Ransom giggle every time. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair.
No!
you do know that she's a champion, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She's the
Fuck.
SmackDown. Yeah, she's the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Oh, that's right. I'm an idiot. Champions generally don't participate in the Rumble.
They have before.
They have before, but then I'm gonna go with Asuka. I'm gonna go with Asuka.
That was gonna be my last one instead of Shayna. I was mulling that over.
Ransom, who do you have?
I'm giggling so much because all of our picks. Baszler.
Are the same.
Yeah, Baszler. Freaking what's that big goth girl?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley.
The future Mrs. the Bard.
Yeah.
I thought that was
freaking,
Asuka. Has that changed now?
Both. Why not?
What's her name? Juicy McDamage Control. What's her name?
Bailey.
Bailey?
yeah,
Bailey.
buddy. Yeah,
and
buddy.
freaking Mrs. Seth Rollins.
Just put down C above as Tom's picks.
Yeah, like Tom started rattling them off, and I'm like, well, dang it, there it goes. And then Beef started rattling his off, and I'm like, all right, dang it. Poot starts talking his, I'm like, oh, jump in hell, here we go.
Jump in hell.
This is all seeming very similar these days.
I had to do a double take whenever I was looking over the champions list here, because whenever I got to damage control, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Alexa Bliss isn't a tag team champion. I was like, oh, that's Dakota Kai. I was like, holy shit. I was like, she looks a lot like Alexa in this fucking picture on their champions list here.
I'm okay. I'm okay with more Alexas running
Oh yeah,
around.
no,
I'm
fine. I'm fine with that. That's fine.
I almost put Ronda Rousey top 4, honestly.
You
'Cause
would.
I think that if she's gonna be in it, she's probably gonna be top 4.
God help.
Not by choice. I'm not. You know, I know that I have been a staunch Rousey supporter in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. I would prefer her not be in the top 4. Ideally, I'd prefer seeing Shayna Baszler throw her out. I think that'd be awesome.
I would absolutely love
that
that.
was snot.
You know what? No, here you go. Here I'm calling it now. If Ronda's in, she'll be number 5 that's left. Shayna will throw her out, make it into the top 4. I'm here for that.
Hope.
I'm here for that.
We can dream. All right, now we're gonna pick the winner of the Royal Rumble, and this one we do have to have a number value associated with it. It falls to me, gents, and that's fine. I ain't scared because I'm picking Big Mommy for it all, baby. Rhea Ripley. This is her fucking year. So give me a Rhea Ripley, 1 point. Poot.
Oh,
Wait, are we wagering points on this?
see,
Or is that the surprise entrant?
The wager is the surprise entrant, but we do need to put points on this.
This is like the 1 through 5, so
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, never mind. Sorry,
Yeah.
never mind.
it was kind of a little off and kind of a little weird, but I am going to
Yes.
see you stole my pick, Beef, except I'm gonna go I was gonna use my one on that.
Phone a friend.
You still can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with Rhea for 1. I'm gonna go Rhea for 1. I want that Dommy Mommy. Oh, the Matrix ate him.
Sorry, I was like middle of saying Ransom's name and you kept talking. Go ahead, Poot. I'm sorry. Oh, he's
No,
done,
I just was
apparently.
like, oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not done. I'm just amazed that the Matrix ate you. It sounded like when Neo screamed when that mirror went down his gullet.
Neat.
But anyway,
Neat.
yeah. But that's what I'm gonna go with. I was just gonna say Dommy Mommy for the win.
Got it. Ransom.
Part of me wants to put it with Juicy McDamage Control, but I don't know. Like I just like I'm split. I really am. I'm split between the Goth Queen and Juicy McDamage Control because I think either one could be a realistic winner. Just freaking Judgment Day's been screwed over so much. But Rhea Ripley is on such a tear. All right. Well, I'm going to go with Ellen Ripley for 2 points.
You said 2 on Rhea?
Yeah, 2 on Ellen Ripley. Thank you, Poot, for understanding that reference.
It got me a big giggle button.
Tomothy?
I just love the name Juicy McDamage Control. Fucking, it's so great. I honestly thought you were gonna say that you would have had it narrowed down between Rhea and Becky. Because
Becky Lynch should not be.
Well,
Go away, Becky.
Here's the thing. Look at who the champions are right now.
Shut up.
I know you want to forget that it happened, but Charlotte Flair is the SmackDown Women's Champion. Yeah. So chew on that. So either way would be a good setup. If you had Becky win, she could challenge Charlotte. If you had Rhea win, she could challenge either one. Has Rhea won a Royal Rumble before or no?
No.
She has not. She has been super close.
Damn it.
A couple times.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Rhea for 1 as well.
Rhea for 1.
Her name is Rhea. She won the Rumble.
Let's hope.
Or at least calling that she is going to now. No, I honestly, I really hope, and I hope that we're not like putting the kibosh on her. Now is the time. Well, no, 2 years ago was the time for Rhea Ripley. But like, I think that this is a good time now.
Honestly, the whole the Judgment Day is honestly like probably the thing keeping Monday Night Raw going right now. It's they're so good. Like, it's entertaining. Like, I know Dom is has done hard time and everything, but good lord, like, it's funny. It's funny.
Weird how things change, because I remember not too long ago on this very podcast we were talking about how Judgment Day was not looking the greatest, and that they weren't doing so hot, and now it's absolutely. I think that they're the reason to tune in.
Yep.
So now, gentlemen, the main event, the men's Royal Rumble. You guys know the drill. I'll give you the 15, 17, 16 names real quick. Kofi, Santos, Ricochet, Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin, Rey Mysterio, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Omos, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, and Dominic Mysterio. Pootki.
Oh God.
Let's hear your final four. Let's hear your final four.
Oh, those okay. Well, I'm gonna give Ransom a stroke.
Don't do it. Please don't do it.
It's a good. Please don't do it. No.
I can't wait.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I can't wait.
Just wait. Goldberg's going to be in one of my finals.
Oh, fuck you. If that happens, I'm literally going to rip your TV off the wall. Don't worry, I'll pay you back.
My home.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. One of mine that I was pretty much, I don't know why I had a gut feeling, but he got injured. I was gonna say AJ, but AJ's out.
Allegedly.
Oh,
He like flat out broke his ankle, buddy.
break you.
By all reports.
By all reports, you said it yourself, man. Remember that year that Cena like broke his fucking like patella or whatever, and he
tore his pec.
Which
And they were
are
like,
two
he's gonna
separate
be out-
areas of the body. Keep
and
in
he's
mind.
gonna be out. He's gonna be out for like 9 months, and he came back in 4 and won the Rumble.
Well, he's also
Royal
a
Rumble-
human freak in nature. Like, I mean, come on.
Oh, and AJ Styles isn't.
Compared
Royal
to
Rumble-
John Cena.
The Royal Rumble is the time of misinformation and bullshit. Anytime I read anything that somebody's like, "Oh, I'm not coming to the Rumble," or "I'm out," or "I'm injured," or "I'm too busy in Hollywood, I don't have time." No, bullshit. Bullshit. You're gonna be at the Royal Rumble.
Stop. Your heart blood. I will dive through your window. But like I said, Seth Rollins,
Suicide Plaza.
Cody Rhodes,
No.
all right. I'm sorry, Ransom. The Rock.
Oh.
Damn it, Poot!
And
Oh.
I'm gonna say
Oh.
I'm gonna say oh boy. I'm gonna say, even though he's in a match earlier in the night, I could see it happening. Kevin Owens.
Fight Owens, fight, baby. Ransom, let's hear your final 4.
Cody Rhodes, Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre.
That's 2.
I know.
That's 2. That's far shooter.
Sami Zayn. Brock Lesnar.
The Beast.
Lesnar. Fuck.
Tom.
Oh boy, here we go. Cody Rhodes, The Rock,
Oh.
Seth Rollins, and
Rhea Ripley.
no, but I wouldn't be surprised if she turns up in the men's rumble. No,
Charlotte Flair.
no. Here's my final one. Solo Sikoa.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, I too am going Cody Rhodes,
What?
and I am a little bit off the reservation here. I am going to say The Rock as well.
Oh God.
I don't fucking buy it, man. And I absolutely think that they changed the segment on Monday night to get people off the fucking scent. And I think that they leaked that story about wanting Austin to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to get people off the scent. I think Rock's absolutely going to be there. Then I also have Austin Theory.
All right.
Not a bad choice.
Who I think is almost a guaranteed spot. And my wild card is John Cena.
Oh.
I was gonna say Cena, man. I was gonna do it.
I think
that
we get a Cena Theory moment to kind of set that up at Mania. Much like I think we get a Lesnar Gunther moment to set up Mania. But yeah, that's my final 4. Ransom, who's winning?
Cody
And how
Rhodes.
many points? Okay,
Whatever I have left.
you have 3 points, sir.
That's the one.
Tom,
Ditto.
you don't have 3 points, sir.
Curses.
Come on, use your brains, beef. Cody.
Okay, for 2.
Yes.
I am picking
Jericho.
The Rock. No, I'm kidding. I'm picking Cody Rhodes. 2 points. Poot.
I think that might have ended your friendship with Ransom if you would have come. I'm Cody Rhodes all day long. 3.
You're uninvited to the Rumble.
Don't come to my house. All right. So now
Unshunned. Reshunned.
Don't come to my house.
we pick surprise entrant, and this, gentlemen, again, is a wager pick. You don't have to wager anything. You can just say this is for funsies. But if you want to get that leg up on the competition, boys, if you ain't first, you last. Last. Who's picking? Poot? No. Ransom. Tom's picking.
What is it?
Tom, who's your surprise entrant, and how many points would you like to wager? Again, if you get this wrong, you lose these points.
That's fine.
So let me ask here.
Yeah.
So, are we wagering up to 5 or up to
Yes, sir.
15 points? Because there's 15 points total in this pay-per-view.
5 points.
5 points. Understood.
All right, so I'm gonna go big and wager 5 points. And I'm gonna say my surprise entrant is Edge.
Good call. I like that call. Edge is, I think, absolutely going to be there. So I want to make a point. I don't think that Brock Lesnar should be part of the surprises. Because while he's not listed on the Wikipedia page, he returned on Monday night to beat up Bobby Lashley. So,
And the
and he's
fact
on
that
the
he's-
poster.
He's in the Royal Rumble poster, so I say
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar is disqualified.
I would agree. That being said, I'm hedging all my bets on this one. I'm picking Cena. I'm only wagering 3 points. But I do think that he will be active at the Royal Rumble. Pootsky?
I'm gonna put 3 points on Switchblade Jay White.
Yeah, my dude. I hope so. I hope that you're fucking right.
I'll put 3 points on Switchblade.
Ransom.
I don't know whether to go with a safe bet or a wacky bet.
The Gobbledygooker.
No.
The ghost of Gene Okerlund.
Come
Be-
on.
be Repo Man or bust.
IRS.
The ghost of
Gene
fucking Gene Okerlund.
Is Gene Okerlund dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's been a long few years. Give me a break.
Yikes. I don't know. Boy.
Oh, I know who I should have picked now as my surprise entrance. Son of a bitch.
You can also feel free to pick a woman if you want, Ransom.
Gross.
Oh wait. I thought we were doing one for each.
Nope, just one.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, damn it.
Gross.
Okay.
Were you listening to the beef story, Donnie?
No.
Do you want a mulligan, Tom? I'll gladly give you a mulligan. If you want a mulligan to pick a woman, I can do that.
No. I'm more confident in I'm more confident in Edge being a surprise entrant, but I honestly I thought we were doing one for each since we did final 4 for each and winner for each. That's all. My misunderstanding.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Just because he's Tara's boy, I'll put a big $5 on Big JC.
The Lord?
No.
Jimmy Carter?
Yes.
The Lord.
So
Fallen?
finally, Jesus Christ comes back to get revenge on Vince McMahon, taking out his dad.
Wait, hold on. Jacques
I
Cousteau?
don't like this.
I mean,
like
but
this.
I mean, Jacques Cousteau could win because then in the next event's in Montreal, Canada. Why not?
It's true. This all.
Jacques
checks out.
Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau, 10 points.
Oh,
Maybe.
is it Jerry? Is it Jerry Klin?
Okay, we're
I
done.
regret everything.
Who the fuck
It's
is
over.
that?
These points are over. The rumble picks are done. It's in stone.
He was
You've
ended.
all ruined it. You've all ruined it.
You've all ruined it.
You've all displeased me greatly on this day. All right.
It's true.
I have an off the cuff question for you guys.
No.
What on paper this
Ignored.
lineup looks pretty good. The matches look decent. The Rumble has a decent amount of lineup. And honestly, something I can say going back and watching some old Rumbles is you don't see a ton of main event faces in Royal Rumbles. The more recent years, yeah, you've seen an uptick in that. But more often than not, it's like 1 or 2, maybe 3 to 4 like guys that absolutely would main event WrestleMania. This list that we have here now, Kofi's the guy. Rollins is a guy.
Oh yeah.
Lashley's the guy. Cody, obviously. McIntyre's the guy. You know, even Strowman to a degree are all guys that I could absolutely see in the main event of WrestleMania. So, what would have to happen?
No.
What would have to happen at this event to make you really disappointed with it?
The Rock.
I don't know.
Are you talking about The Rock appearing at all or winning? Because those are two
Just-
definitely different things.
All of it. Get away.
I don't know. Just yeah.
Disappointed.
And I'm not talking about turning up the event and going, that wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad Rumble this year. I'm talking about like turning up the Rumble and going, well, that sucked.
Absolutely having the wrong person win the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't care. And this goes for all Rumbles past as well. I don't care what the card is. I don't care how good the card is. It could be 5-star matches across the card. They have the wrong person win the Rumble. That ruins the entire event for me. And it doesn't have to be like it doesn't. No, you don't have to agree with me, and I'm okay with that. But like, I'm such a fan of the Rumble match. That's why I watch the Royal Rumble. I could care less about the other matches that are on the card. I mean, I'll watch them, and I'm sure I'll enjoy them. But that's not what I'm invested in. I'm invested in the Royal Rumble match because that's probably my favorite match of any match type there is the Royal Rumble. And if the wrong person wins the Royal Rumble, it ruins the entire event for me.
It really does mess things up.
Yeah.
Like it can, and that's the thing, man, especially if like you have this awesome event, everything's going great. Even the stupid Mountain Dew pitch black match is great. We go like, wow, that was a surprise. Everything's awesome. You have that bad end. It's the same thing with musicians. We all like whenever you're playing a long set, a big long gig, the big thing is all the stuff you do in the middle is ancillary. People remember what you did first, and they remember what you did last. That's it. It's old performer shtick.
Yeah. Like I can tell you this. I'm sorry, Beef.
No, go ahead.
I can tell you this.
Yeah.
If it comes down to like final 2 and it's Brock and Cody or The Rock and Cody, and either Brock or Rock throw Cody
Brock
out.
Mhm.
Yeah, if Brock Rock throws Cody out and wins, ruined. Because there's no reason either one of them should win the Royal Rumble. Like The Rock should be blatantly obvious why he shouldn't win at this point in time. Like how long has it been since he's had a match? The dude is a Hollywood actor at this point. He's not a wrestler anymore. You should not be having him win the Royal Rumble. Brock has already done it. Not to say that you can't win multiple Rumbles. People have before. But like Brock Roman, man, done to death. Who cares? So
Brock Loman. Did you say Brock Loman?
No, Brock Roman.
Oh, Brock Roman. Okay.
Brock Roman, done to death. Like, no, I don't care to see that. I don't want to see that. So, and especially if the last person there is to get thrown out is Cody, that boom, ruined. Shut it off. Everybody, please go home. I'm going to bed.
I have a hot take here. I think this particular Rumble, if Cody doesn't win, I will be disappointed. There are a few avenues that I think could save it. Sami Zayn winning, I think, is one of those alternatives.
I'd be okay with that.
Or like a complete, surprise from downtown winning that we have. And I'm not talking about Matt Riddle or Randy Orton or John Cena or Austin or The Rock. I'm talking about a guy like Chris Jericho or a guy like Jay White who, made their name somewhere else, comes in and wins the big one. I think that like the shock factor would be enough
that would be
for me to go.
bonkers.
Right.
I mean,
The
hell,
shock
even
factor-
Montez Ford. Like if Montez Ford won, that
Right.
would be surprising, and I'd be okay with that too because that's out of
So-
left field.
So like I can't say that every avenue that Cody not winning would be a disappointment,
No,
but like 95% of them. If Cody does not win, if McIntyre wins, if Cena wins, if The Rock wins, if Austin Theory wins, even if Seth freaking Rollins wins, unless they have a plan in place where like Rollins would like cash in his shot at Elimination Chamber, beat Roman, and then take the title and feud with Cody at WrestleMania for it, okay, that would be, at least palatable. But this is Cody's year to win. They
Yeah.
have done all these vignettes with him, and he was stupid over before he left. And with him
Yeah.
competing, with him competing with that torn pec, and everybody being like, "Holy fuck, the fucking cojones on this guy," he was stupid over. And now they've spent weeks airing these vignettes. This is Cody's Rumble to lose, and if he loses it, I think I would classify that as a disappointment.
yeah, I would tend to agree. I would have to agree.
And again, I'm not trying to be.
What the hell?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, it might be fine.
I'm not trying to be divisive, and I'm not trying to be like, a Debbie Downer. You guys know that I'm trying to be more positive this year, more upbeat, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. And I think it's pretty realistic to say that if Cody doesn't win, I think it's kind of for naught.
God, for
It's
sake.
it's kind of a miss. Tom, what do you think?
Did you say who
No.
your surprise entrant was?
Did I?
I don't think you did.
You
I
said
don't know.
Cena.
I did. Yeah,
did you?
Cena
Okay,
for
I'm
3.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not
Picks are
gonna lie.
over. He said Cena.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of tuned out. I was scrolling through the current roster just to kind of see
Rude.
who all was there, and I was surprised that I actually spelled Solo Sikoa's name correctly when I wrote it down. So I'm proud of myself.
That doesn't shock me. You're our investigative reporter, man.
No,
What?
pretty much
yeah.
I'm with you. Like that would be the downer if the wrong person wins. I hate when that's a thing. The only other thing that follows on a close second is, and this is like a specific instance I hope we never see again. It's not necessarily the people itself that took place with this, but in general, this idea. Remember back whenever Asuka won the Rumble, only to have Rousey come out like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that. I like.
What, stealing a moment from someone who should be should be their like moment?
Exactly.
So you're saying like Cody wins and everybody's happy, and then if you smell, and The Rock comes out and does his shtick.
Yeah,
too.
something like
okay.
that. Yeah, like that would piss me off. Like,
Piss off, Rock.
Yeah, it's just that. But like you said, the wrong person winning. That's the biggest downfall for me in the Rumble. Or a lack of surprises. Like I think there was the one Rumble year a couple years ago. There was literally like no big surprises. I think the biggest surprise was like a returning Sheamus from injury, and that was it.
Big who cares?
Exactly. It's that's the one thing in the Rumble I look forward to, like Ransom said, is the surprises. That whole anticipation. There's the countdown. You don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. For my own personal experience, a big letdown was the year when we thought Daniel Bryan was going to come out at number 30 and
and it was Rey Mysterio.
yeah, and I got to say I am proud to be part of that fucking Pittsburgh crowd that booed the fuck out of Rey Mysterio, because it's well noted that I'm not.
It wasn't his fault though, man. Like that's the thing. It's
granted, it's not his fault, but I mean, come on. Like they had to know. They had to know.
Damn it, Ray! You should have known better.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me parlay that, because that WrestleMania Royal Rumble 2014, I think, is one of the best worst Rumbles to watch. It is a really great Rumble up until it's not, but then it becomes fun to watch for a different reason. To watch the car crash play out, to watch everything happen real time, when the crowd starts to realize, oh shit, Brian's not coming out. Oh shit, Punk got eliminated by a guy who was out 20 spots ago.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, it's Batista and Roman. We're fucked. So like watching that like happen real time is still fun.
It's
the
ultimate in like Schadenfreude.
Fun is an adjective, but it's not the one I'd use to describe that.
Well, here's the thing: we can look back and know that we got a happy ending. Daniel Bryan got to main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Daniel Bryan got to WrestleMania. got to WrestleMania. Got to main event WrestleMania and win the titles and have his big moment. So that was, ultimately the goal. Yes, he absolutely should have won Royal Rumble 24. But I'm trying to parlay this. So let's say I had a conversation with a gentleman at work today. That he's a big advocate for Sami Zayn being involved in a Royal Rumble, and I said absolutely not, because he's so over right now. If he gets tossed out, I think that we could be looking at 2014 levels of like anger and like pissing and whining and moaning, because he's so over. So even if Cody, well-deserved Cody, who's been out of the spotlight, out of the fans' eyes for a while. Everybody's kind of forgotten about how awesome of a run he was on. Even if, let's say, Sami Zayn gets tossed out, before number 30 comes out, I think that's going to piss in everybody's Wheaties and therefore ruin Cody's moment.
Maybe
I don't think so, because I think the way to handle it, like having him get eliminated, is having the Usos do it.
Yep.
That
Or
way it
Solo.
puts the heat or Solo.
Yep.
It puts the heat on them, and when Cody comes out, then people will have the attitude of, oh, good, we're gonna at least get what we like, this really cool thing.
I think if
I think that's the only way.
Yeah, I think I'm with Poot on that. I think if Sami is involved and does get eliminated, that I would think that it has to happen before Cody even comes out. I'll throw that caveat in, just to kind of ease people out of the fact that the one of the, if not the most over person right now in WWE got eliminated, because arguably Cody is also pretty over. I mean, he may not be as over as Sami right now, just because of the fact that he got injured and he went away. But if there's one thing that WWE is good at doing, it's kind of giving you that backstory and that vignette build-up sort of thing. So they'll make you care about Cody again by the time Mania comes around. If he does win the Rumble, and even if Sami got eliminated or not, they'll make you get emotionally invested again. Whether that's through vignette packaging or whether it's through a big teary Cody Rhodes fucking promo, because we know he's good at doing those. So, and that's not a knock on Cody. That's literally like legit. I mean, he can get very, very emotional with his promos. So, for better or for worse.
Ransom, as someone who has Sami in their top 4, but Cody winning it. What do you foresee? Like, how would you foresee it going down to make sure that Cody gets to shine?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't thinking that through. Wasn't thinking that through when I picked those picks.
My documentary.
Yeah. I don't think there's a way that Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes end up in the final four and Sami gets knocked out and there isn't some sort of backlash. Didn't think that through. But
I've ruined it.
Yeah, you did. You done did it.
I done did it.
Rumble's canceled. Nobody come over. Oh heck. I don't know. Like
That's kind of what my point was. Is that I think it's kind of a that's just kind of a no-win situation there.
Yeah, unless it's one of those things where like, oh Lord, somebody tosses Sami out and the crowd gets all booed up and hissy fitted up and throw Sami out, and then Cody immediately eliminates the guy that eliminated Sami. Like that might get people to turn around and start cheering, like, all right, Cody got the guy that got our guy out. Like, in your up your mother's nose. But yeah, like I think it's gonna be tough for Sami and Cody to be in the final four and not have some sort of fan backlash, unless the reception for Cody Rhodes when he comes out is that big that it outdoes Sami. But that's a hard task. Just because Sami's so over. Like, oof.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. If it's me, I do either an injury angle with him during the Reigns match, or like he screws over Kevin Owens and they got to get the fuck out of Dodge. Because I just don't see a way. There are a few ways, and you guys kind of hit on them where like the bloodline could be, take the heat off of it, but it's got to be early. It's got to be early. If it's past 15, and Sami's in there and the bloodline eliminates him between 15 and 20, I think it's too late. I think at that point, the die has been cast. Also, it was brought to my attention recently that speaking of Daniel Bryan in 2014, in 2015, Daniel Bryan was in it for the bulk of the match, got eliminated, and then out comes Goldust. Here's the thing. Anybody know how Goldust Titantron starts?
With the
Goldust, the
yeah.
Okay, but like how does the Titantron video start?
I don't remember.
Isn't it just like sparkles?
The words "shattered dreams."
Oh.
Daniel Bryan got tossed out, and then boom on the Titantron, "shattered dreams." That is expert trolling of the fans, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Expert trolling.
Oh, like, did that seriously? That lined up that way, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. No question that it was on purpose. Because why have our fan base be happy? Let's instead infuriate them. The one thing, and again, I've done some deep diving with Rumbles here, as you may have seen on my videos, rewatch, rewrite, and review, which again will be continuing through WrestleMania season as I continue to review WrestleManias of the past. Cheap plug. I've been doing some deep dives. The one thing I want to get away from is like the ring filling up and like some big guy comes out and just starts clobbering them all.
Yeah, I'm over that.
Big either with stature or big with like, main event guy, whether it's fucking, Diesel or fucking even Austin, Triple H, like they just were tossing guys. And it's like, okay, like that kind of takes away from the purpose. Lesnar did it in the 2020 Rumble, I think, whenever Benjamin came out and looked like they were going to be buddy-buddy, and then he tossed him. Like, not even that. When someone's out there for not even the space of a whole entrance, it's kind of a bummer. And to me, it kind of feels like a miss. And I know that sometimes it's for comedy, but like it happens an awful lot.
They had a history though with Benjamin and Lesnar.
Oh, absolutely. And again, I get it. Sometimes it's okay, but like it happens a lot. And whenever I say it happens a
Yeah.
lot, I mean it happens a lot. Buzzer goes off, someone comes out, rabble, rabble, rabble. They go out before the next entrant comes in. And I'm talking a lot. Maybe not so much recently. I haven't. Unfortunately, I kind of like hit the wall around 2015 or so. So I haven't seen a lot of the newer ones recently. But that absolutely was a trend, especially in like the early days of the Rumble, like the early 90s into like the mid aughts of that happening, and it's a shame, That's just something that kind of like makes me go, what's the point? Because all these guys, we're supposed to believe that all these guys are superstars and girls are
That
superstars, and that any of these guys should be able to beat anybody else on any given Sunday.
Yeah.
sorry, you're hearing my car ding because I'm cold. The
Ding.
ching. I think beef. That's the thing though. You hit that time period of the Rumbles where there was a while, as my memory serves, that like Rumbles were very samey. There were like highlight moments where there's like the Sermon on the Mount, stuff like that. But
Mhm.
like it was all very formulaic, and then you get down to the final four, and that's when you would get like any kind of drama. Like if you look at the older ones, like there was, I mean, I'm
Well,
not saying that they were all standouts, but like every year did feel
right,
special.
absolutely. Like they're like, and I talked about this in a couple of my videos. Like a lot of them are jobber filled with 2
Oh.
or 3 main event guys thrown in there that you have a reasonable belief that they could win. This year we actually have quite a few who were like, you know what, I could see them winning. That's why I think that this year is great. I just like the and actually it's funny that you bring up the Final Four as well, because again I'm gonna kind of stand on my on my soapbox here. The Final Four, like being contrived the way it is something very recent, very, very recent. Sign pointing didn't really kick off until about WrestleMania 19. I think Lesnar may have been the first sign point. I'm not 100% on that, but I think
The
he may have been.
sign points.
So that came about before the Final Four thing, because like the Final Four always felt important. It always felt like they were like the ones that were going to be that you were going to be watching. Crush the one year as a heel was up there. Mr. Perfect was in there Final Few for a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Like guys that that they were like, okay, we're gonna put a special emphasis on you. So like that thought's always been there, but like now it seems like when we're down to the Final Four, everything halts. And suddenly, instead of an over-the-top battle royal, now we're like in the middle of a fatal 4-way match, which is pluses and minuses, But like back
Yeah.
in the day, like that shit was like boom, 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 done. Now it's like it's almost like there's a whole other match once you get down to the Final Four.
Yep. No, and that's the other thing is that there's always a standoff. There's, either three guys looking at one guy and it's like, oh, we're creating the underdog thing, or it's two guys looking at each other and going, let's team up against them. Yeah, we're going to be best friends for life. And then they get fucked over.
Best friends for life. Fooled you. Like, oh.
Fooled you. Nah. They might as well follow it up with like the thumbs in the ears thing going, nah, 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 nah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, nanny, nanny, boo boo, you're out of the Rumble, too. Like, I don't know. And that's the thing. But the problem is the live crowd pops for it because in that moment, you don't really think about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, absolutely. And like, if you remove the crowd track from a lot of this, it takes on a completely different feel. I made the point in my video with 2005 where like all the Raw guys and the SmackDown guys squared off. Like, yeah, all right, that was kind of a neat little thing, but like, and the crowd popped like crazy for it. So it was a cool little spot. But like, sometimes it insists on itself. There are moments in the Rumble that insist on itself, that insist on the trope, and that's something that I think I could do without. Is the troping, and I at this point I would call the Kofi spot a trope.
Trope of the day.
Absolutely, it's something that happens and now is just kind of a meme. It's like that the meme of the Simpsons where everybody's looking at Bart and they're like, "Say the line, Bart!" Like Kofi comes into the Royal Rumble, do the spot, Kofi. We're all expecting
Kofi.
it.
Simpsons did
can
it.
we not? Can we not? Can we not? Can we not?
I'm
So-
very over the Kofi
Oh no.
spots. Very over the Kofi spots. Like, those have been done to death. I don't need to see a single one more.
I think last year with him losing his balance and actually being eliminated is a fitting way to end it.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I'm trying to.
No, I hope so.
I'm trying to remember. Did the women's rumble happen before the men's rumble last year?
Who won last year?
Edge, didn't he?
He sure did.
So yeah, okay. So no, the men's rumble was later because I remember I was on such an adrenaline high leaving Ransoms. I was like, I don't want to leave. This is so cool.
I think the only time
that was a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man,
I think the only time the women's rumble has main evented was the first year.
okay,
And then they crowded out Ronda Rousey.
okay, yep.
Otherwise I'm a fan with it starting the card. Then there was the one year where it was like kind of in the middle because like Becky Lynch was winning, but Becky Lynch had a match, so they had Becky Lynch had a title match, so they had to have Becky Lynch lose the title. It was again a little contrived and a little bit insisting on itself, and I get that these are like esoteric things that I'm talking about, and that yes, fans, I promise I can be happy. I promise I can watch wrestling and not like it's like when I talk about the Steelers on Facebook, people are like, Beef, do you ever watch this? Or Beef, I thought you were a wrestling or a Steeler fan. Like, can you ever watch them and be happy? Like, yes, I absolutely can. I also am really good, patting myself on the back, at a post-mortem. Being able to look at something after the fact, even like while it's happening, and going, oh, this isn't good. This is not in any way, shape, or form good.
Well,
and like it or not, more often than not, whenever I'm saying these things, either during or after the fact, usually I'm right.
well, it's also important.
You know,
like in the case of your Steeler fandom, you can be a fan without being a total fucking mark for them. You can be objective and say, yeah, I'm a Steeler fan, but this is what they're doing fucked up right now. Like, because of your attention to detail of your fandom that you can point that out. Same thing with wrestling. Same thing with whatever.
So yeah, like I promise you, I can sit. Like I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of the Royal Rumble, even if some shit happens that I'm not like happy with. You know. We do have a Stump the Chumps question in the hopper. It is not relating to the Royal Rumble. I don't know if you guys wanted to do some more Rumble talk or do a Stump the Chumps.
Stump the
I want to do a
chomps.
stump the chumps.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The choops. Chupacabra?
So this one comes to us from, you guessed it, our buddy Pat. Pat,
Mid-cart
in
maniac.
in picking up on what I say, in that don't test me during the Rumble season with a Rumble, or don't test me during WrestleMania season with a WrestleMania. And I'm actually thinking about throwing out a challenge. Maybe. I'm gonna consider it.
Oh.
So he took this and he said, "Who is the youngest IWGP champion?"
Oh.
Wow.
For those not initiated, the IWGP Championship is the championship held in New Japan as the world title over there, the International Wrestling Grand Prix Championship. And I'm betting, I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm betting that this is probably a two-man race with me and Poot. I don't know if Tom and Ransom have that much information about IWGP title history.
Dude, I'm playing Breath of the Wild. I got no idea.
Do you beef? Do you want to know why I think I got this on lockdown?
Sure.
Because, and it was either it was one of when Nakamura first made his debut into WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was Corey Graves, but it could have been someone. It could have been Graves. It could have been Cole whenever he got up to the roster. It could have been any one of those. But I distinctly remember one of them saying that Nakamura was the youngest.
All right. And I'm not saying you're completely wrong here.
It was one of those things. It was like Ransom when he listened to the podcast. It just triggered, and I'm sitting there and I was like, I remember, because they constantly lauded Nakamura's achievement.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely did.
And as they should.
Here's the thing. He held the Intercontinental belt over there a lot more than the World belt. I don't even know if he had the World belt, to be honest with you, the heavyweight belt. If
the heavyweight belt?
Yes. That's the IWGP heavy. I'm assuming Pat's talking about the IWGP championship and not like any of the IWGP championships.
You're right.
And if he was IWGP champion, I want to say it was well after it was after his Intercontinental reigns. Two names jump to my mind. Three names. One is Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Okay. Okay.
The ace of the universe, because he was the guy that put. So a little backstory with Tanahashi. He was the guy that put New Japan Pro Wrestling on his back. He basically put them through the dark times, where like things look pretty grim. But he went out there and he basically put the company on his back. A lot of people compare him to John Cena. He's the New Japan equivalent of John Cena. So him giving them giving him the title when he was super young would make sense. Brock Lesnar is another one because he achieved WWE stardom very early on. He was very young when he left. And then I think right after he left is he went to play for the Vikings and then got cut. And then I think is when he did IWG, or the New Japan. He was definitely IWGP champion for certain.
Who's that? Lesnar?
Lesnar. The other name is obvious. Kazuchika Okada.
Wait, whoa. When? Okay. How old is Okada right now? He's in his mid-30s, right?
Brr.
Brr.
Hold on. Loading, please wait. 35 years.
So, what about Osprey?
What about Raven?
What about Osprey?
Osprey, yeah, he was another one that kind of jumped in there too. Osprey is currently 29. Oh, okay.
Now, you
Okay.
looking up ages on the internet, is that a form of cheats?
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
I was
I'm
just
not.
about to, I was about to bring that into question.
I don't think so.
Looking up-
Whoa.
Well, no,
I-
because Beef, to be fair, Beef is looking up their current age.
Right, not what age they were whenever they won the title.
This is
Now,
skirting
Osprey won.
dangerously close.
I'll admit it's a gray
toes the
area.
line.
It's a gray area.
It toes the line. But Pat knew what he was doing. Pat knew that he was cutting off 2 of our arms and or legs here.
What
Like he
about-
knew exact. Oh, okay, go ahead, Tom. If
I
you
was
thought
gonna say, I don't know how old Switchblade is or whatever. But
that's
Jay White is like, he was really late 20s into his 30s. Jay White's not young.
Okay, never mind then. All right.
yeah. He
Okay.
was on excursion for a while. Okada never went on excursion. Even Osprey's title win was 2 years ago, so he would have been 27 at the time.
So here, how about what's okay? Hold on, I'm because I wanna go with Poot just because his gut instinct and
I
how
just
sure he
don't
was of
think
it.
Nakamura had the IWGP title that young. Again, I could be wrong.
But my other thoughts, I'll give you my top 3, just from names that I know. My top 3 would be Nakamura, Okada, and Ibushi. He's the one that took that like fucking insane. Was it him and Naito that had that one match where like, oh my god, they killed Ibushi?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Ibushi would be.
Ibushi's not. Yeah, he's not super young.
Bartleby?
Bartleby.
Loki
See-
Bartleby.
It sounded like you just called your butler.
Maybe.
Bartleby.
So now I don't look up anybody else's name since you guys are like, oh, or anybody else's age. I don't think Ibushi was that young when he won. Because again, Ibushi has been around for a while.
Okay, well then he just looks good for his age. So
Oh, he absolutely does. He absolutely does. I keep coming back to Tanahashi, man, because again, like if he like everybody has always compared him to John Cena, right? Like he's like the New Japan John Cena. Remember how quickly John Cena ascended and carried the company.
I know. I'm not trying to be difficult, Beef. I know that, but how Tanahashi, when a couple years ago, when you really got me into New Japan, Tanahashi was what, 50?
No,
I'm 200 years old.
no, I
I
don't
am
want to
forever.
I don't want to take a chance and Google it just because it could be,
Fair.
It could even like pop up in the little Google blurb there.
You're a Google blurb.
I want to say that at worst, because I think Minoru Suzuki's in his 50s. I think at his worst, Tanahashi's in his like maybe mid 40s. So
Ace.
If he would have been like carrying the company around in the mid aughts, it would have been in his early 20s, I would say. And honestly, like this absolutely could be a blind spot for me. There are tons of Japanese guys that have held the title that I have no idea. But to me, those were the three names I thought of was Tana, Okada, and Osprey as well.
I
Poot. Here's the thing though,
I just think because
WWE likes to make some shit up though on the fly. And like I've caught them in the act on commentary saying some shit that absolutely was not true. So like there absolutely could have been confusion where they were calling him the youngest IWGP champion.
GT.
They could have been talking about the Intercontinental Championship.
Dragon Ball IWGP.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna argue Nakamura anymore because that more than likely
Do it.
was it. But I just think because I think Osprey right now is only
He's 29.
like 20.
He's 29. Right
He's
now
29.
Argue
Right.
it.
So
you
Wasn't
he
it-
would've been- He
Wasn't
would have
it-
been 27 when he won it.
That's, I mean, for Japan, for Japan,
Forge.
think about that's pretty ding dang doodle young.
It is, but Okada is probably in his mid-30s, and I guarantee you, because he had, his bangers with Kenny Omega were like 10 years ago now.
No,
Oh, they absolutely were. They absolutely were.
no.
We'll look it up after, but I would say that like their
was
first
10
match at Wrestle Kingdom was probably about 8 to 10 years ago.
No way.
Not
I'm
that
the
long.
tag team
way.
champions.
I remember watching that like 5 years ago.
So I think the first one went down at Wrestle Kingdom 11 or 12,
13.
and this past year's was 19.
Penis.
So
I- My
Time-
my
I'm
pick,
telling
my
you, man.
pick, my pick is Osprey because I'm looking at right now because it was about what 2 years ago when he won the belt.
it was exactly.
You said it would have been. It was 2 years,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
I'm thinking Osprey, just because I know it's weird. I know it's weird to think Gaijin for this kind of stuff,
Gaijin.
but I mean, Osprey was already a journeyman before that age. He's
He
been
absolutely
wrestling
was.
since what? He was 14, 12 or something like that.
I've
Yep.
been
Like, he's
wrestling
been-
since I was
he-
4 years old.
Oh, yes, and you are how old now? 200?
200. I'm Gandalf the Grey.
Okay.
We've lost Ransom. Ransom's officially off the reservation.
he's gone. Yeah, ransom the puce.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna call him
I-
Ransom the Pube. I'm like, Grape Bush?
No,
What?
rude.
Gray
Honestly,
Bush ransom.
Poot, I just think that 27 is too old. I feel like both Tanahashi and Okada were younger when they got the belt.
If they
Yeah.
were.
I'll tell. Well, then why don't we do this? The Peanut Gallery has been cracking jokes the whole time. Let's go to them and see what they think.
I already gave my response.
Chris Jericho.
Okay.
All right.
Ransom officially does not care.
I know nothing about New Japan.
Listen,
Putting in
I knew
input
what
here
this-
would only be a detriment.
I knew what this question was because Pat didn't do a good job of padding the question. So I saw that in the preview inbox for the last 2 weeks. I didn't look it up at all because I'm a fair and impartial motherfucker. I knew that you guys don't know New Japan. I tried to get you to keep talking about Royal Rumble, but you guys are like, no, let's do Stop the Champs. I'm like, all right. So here we
Well,
are.
what else is there
I
to
didn't say
talk
it.
about Royal Rumble? Like we kind of beat it to death. I mean,
I don't
I
not
still-
know. Listen, I
I
don't
still
not
have
know
plenty of
about this
questions.
stuff. It's not that I don't know about this stuff, Beef. It's that my level of knowledge, like this deep, gets a little murky. But I'm just saying, man. I know you say that, but like and the reason that you think like 27 is a little bit old, this might be a little bit of leftover stuff for you with WWE. Because how old was fucking Randy Orton when he won?
Like 22.
Yeah.
22. That's to us. That's young. Like that's like.
Yeah, and
You know what I
and
mean?
And you figure in New Japan, they're wrestling well into their 40s and 50s because look at them. They're, they're fucking.
Look at them.
Yeah,
They're
look
all
at them.
leathery and old.
If you put a gun to my head and said, Beef, what do you think? I would say Hiroshi Tanahashi. Take that for what it's worth.
I agree.
That's
I
that.
just think just Osprey just makes. I don't know. I'm leaning that way. That's my call. So Ransom agrees with Beef. Tom, who do you agree with?
I want to know why you walked back on Nakamura.
Because Beef said that he was primarily done with the Intercontinental belt. Like it was primarily that.
All of his big
When they-
defenses at Wrestle Kingdom were with the Intercontinental title. I'm not saying he didn't have the IWGP belt, but I think it was late into his career when he got it.
I agree.
I don't know. I really don't.
Getting bored.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't. Pat would throw us a softball
Flip a
like
fucking
this,
coin at this point, because
where he would give us the only NJPW name that all four of us would know. I don't think he would give us Nakamura. Pat's actively trying to stump the chumps here. He needs to get his ego stroked a little bit because we've been beating the leather off the ball recently.
Oh.
Well, fuck it.
I mean, again,
I'll go with Beef on this. Fuck it. I don't know. Just if it gets this over with, because at
yeah,
this point,
absolutely.
we're just arguing in circles.
I absolutely could be wrong, and if so, I will eat all of the crow in the world. Pat says, "Really, Ransom? You magically pull out the Pat O'Connor out of your ass like that? Oh well, the youngest chance, Will Ospreay, son of a bitch."
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong. Poot had better knowledge than me
Better knowledge
about
than
New
the
Japan.
encyclopedia.
Shut the fuck up, Tom. I'm not in the mood right now. Poot had better knowledge than me of New Japan Pro Wrestling. As always, we should have listened to Poot.
How's that crow?
I'm
Oh
dude. I'm
my
not.
goodness.
I'm not gonna rub it.
Goodness.
Oh my damn. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
he going ham.
He said he would eat
No,
on the crow. I'm just serving it.
He's
Yeah,
right.
but calm.
I did.
The thing for me is that, and I was going to push this further, but everybody seemed to get all fussy that they were bored and didn't want to deal with this anymore. But I was going to say that anytime people talk about Will Ospreay too in his matches, they always say how young he is, how talented he is at this age, and blah blah blah. That's his whole
unreliable.
career.
Somebody fact check him.
All right, let me Google it. Hold on.
Right. Finish
Buffering.
this episode up. I'm going home. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
All right. Will Ospreay was the youngest at 27. Shingo Takagi had the longest reign at 211
Bless you.
days. And Kazuchika Okada is the current champion in his record-setting second reign. He defeated Jay White on January 24th, 2023. It just says Will Ospreay was the youngest at 27. I said, who is the youngest? I said, who is the youngest IWGP heavyweight champion? And it's big bold letters, Will Ospreay.
Fake news.
So who do you guys think we're gonna see on Saturday?
Jericho.
Switchblade Jay White.
Is
The
there,
Rock.
Is
Goldberg.
it because
Wait a
Vince
second.
McMahon is
Wait a
back?
second. Stop. Because I just Googled this too, Poot. I said, who is the youngest IWGP heavyweight champion? And it says here, and I will send you a screenshot, having earned the nickname Super Rookie, Nakamura impressed both NJPW officials and fans with an excellent combination of strength, speed, and technical skill, culminating on December 9th, Nakamura defeating Hiroshi Tenzan.
Hiroshi.
Yeah, him.
No,
to become
Yoshihiro
the
Takayama.
youngest
Tensai.
to become the youngest IWGP Heavyweight Champion in the title's history at 23 years old. So either way, Poot was right. Pat's wrong. Fucking figure it out. Right here. And right here, youngest champion Shinsuke Nakamura, 23. First champion Otono Inoki. Oldest champion Genichiro Tenryu, 49 years old.
Bless you.
Now, see, this could be.
I mean, it's a moot point
okay,
because.
no, hold on, because there's different iterations of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Because it's saying here, final champion Kota Ibushi. We know that. So
they changed it and they combined it recently.
So
a couple years ago.
I'm sorry.
So,
I don't think there's a clear winner on this question at all.
Right, but here's the thing. Like, either way, the guess that we went with, which was Tanahashi, was not right.
Facts.
Either way you slice it, it's either Shinsuke or it's Ospreay.
Shinsuke or bust.
And we said, I mean, Poot said both of those names. I said neither of those names. So either way, we lose. And even though Pat supplied us with an answer, he doesn't have to be right. Like,
we just have to be wrong.
Exactly. We assume that the answer he's giving us is right because we take it on good faith.
Yeah, see, literally on the same. See, this is either way. This is a wonky fucking question because literally, if I scroll down a little bit more, then I also see the same thing: IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and now it says youngest winner Will Ospreay, 27 years old. It's I don't know. Either way.
Wonky, honky tonky.
Yeah. So
Pat seems to set us up for questions that leave us in that gray area.
Give me. Hold on. Reread his question real quick. I just want to see.
Now he's all about this fucking question.
No, because
who is the youngest IWGP champion?
Okay, so the old one that has the Shinsuke Nakamura being the youngest champion, it has it IWGP Heavyweight Championship. The one that has Ospreay says IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but again, regardless, we lose.
Well, good job, Pat.
I mean,
Tom's having a tough night.
I mean, honestly, we had him. It was my bravado and my fucking ego that lost us that one. So that absolutely is on me, Pat. So you know what? Like, I know that every week I get to rub it in your face that we got your question right, that we, beat the bells off you, and that, you could not hold up. But you know what? For once, Pat, you get to look at me and tell me that I lose. And that I, Beef the Legend, the reigning defending undisputed Chooserweight Champion, and the Wrestling Encyclopedia, in a question in my wheelhouse, I lose. And I get nothing. So, Pat, congratulations. You got us.
We're chumps again. Yay!
Poot, I'm sorry.
What?
I should have listened to you. I should have listened to you.
Hey.
Either way, I should have listened to you.
Hey, you know what? That's okay. I'm used to people not listening to me. It's fine.
Oh.
I'm just no, it's okay. Like, it happens. That's all right. You do objectively know more about New Japan. I just remember them mentioning that about Nakamura, and I'm thinking, man, Ospreay's a kid in NJPW. Like, in the grand scheme of things, he's still a kid. Like,
All accurate. Well, guess what, boys? We've been talking for a while now because we like the Royal Rumble. We did some picks. We got excited. Steve Austin's coming on Saturday. It's gonna be a good time.
God.
But between then and now,
Ba-da-ba.
we got something to be excited about. It is a tasty delicacy in the land of the setting sun. That's right, Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. Poot!
Yes.
Burrito this motherfucker.
Thank you all for listening to the P3 podcast. This is Poot's Bard on remote location. Thank you for listening to the P3 podcast. We really appreciate it. And make sure you check out our sponsors. I'm going to be pretty quick with this. Is going to be a slap together burrito. Very few ingredients, but delicious. Thank you to Casual Gaming Dad himself, Mr. Tiger.
Uppercut.
Manus.
Bomb Tom. And his
Uppercut
page,
your
Casual
face.
Gaming Dad, over on Facebook. Yeah, do it. I'm over on Facebook, Casual Gaming Dad, and join Casual Gaming Dad's Corner. Bunch of wonderful people over there. Bunch of sweet, sweet people. And also follow him over on Twitch. That's Casual Gaming Dad 84. YouTube, Casual Gaming Dad. Make sure you subscribe as well. He does a lot of awesome streams. I've been going back and watching the God of War VODs, Tom.
It's an amazing game. I love it. I wish
Dude,
it never ended.
It honestly is one of those games that's driving that, and the previous one are the ones that are driving me to put money away to upgrade my computer because I really want to play them. That and the new Spider-Mans, so that they'll run real nice and crispy. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to Tom over there. Make sure you also subscribe to Frigoff Ransom. Do that. Go over to YouTube, subscribe to Frigoff Ransom. He's also a delightful boy. And even though I'm not going to be able to be there on Saturday for it, Ransom, happy birthday, and I love you, buddy. And make sure you check out Beef. What's your feature on our YouTube channel?
It is Rewatch, Review, and Rewrite, where I've talked about some of the greatest Royal Rumbles and not so great in history. And again, we'll be continuing with WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought my series on Royal Rumbles was good, just wait till some of my hot takes about WrestleMania. I got some thoughts about the big show.
Like how WrestleMania 9 is garbage. Anyway, thank you. Thank you very much. Make sure you check those out as well. And you know what? Thank you to Mr. Sean Tischler for his work with wrestling in the greater Pennsylvania area. We appreciate you, Sean, and we hope you are doing well. And we're hoping to get out to some indie shows in 2023 because I don't know about you guys. I want to actually have a good time at an indie show the next time I go. Isn't that right, Tom?
Boy.
Yeah, boy, right. Anyway, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's a time long gone. But I want to hold I want to hold a rock star's lifting belt like Tom was. You were entrusted with the belt.
Yeah, from one Mr. Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah, that was awesome. Tom got to. He came and gave it to him. He said, "Take care of this."
I was
And
like,
Tom's like,
okay.
You're like, "Okay, Dad, thanks. I like your ramen hair," and then he ran away.
Oh.
And why not go ahead and go on over to Twitch and follow Poot the Bard on Twitch? Why not? I've been streaming on there fairly regular basis. I'm going to be throwing some Vampire Survivor on there because that game has, in one day, eaten my life. It's so good. It is a blast. Tom, play that game. It's a lot of fun.
I just got into Cult of the Lamb. I don't have time for that now.
Well, once you get out of Cult of the Lamb, Vampire Survivor. Oh my God, it's so good.
You're telling me.
Anyway,
that-
thank you all.
You gotta do the thing.
And make sure you find the P3 podcast anywhere that you find your quality podcasts. That's right. Google Podcasts, iTunes. You can find it on Spotify, all over the ding dang do place. And make sure you listen to us on the weekly and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, go over to gouldgaming.com. That's Casual Gaming store on gouldgaming.com. And buy your very own Pittsburgh Pile Driver podcast t-shirt along with some very high-quality Casual Gaming Dad merch. For myself, the Barbarian, Poot the Bard, baby. For the Wrestling Encyclopedia, with tonight showing he has some pages torn out, Beef the Legend, and I had to, man. I had to get one dig in. I've
That's
been the
fair.
nice guy on this one. I had to get one
That's
dig in.
fair.
I had to get one dig in. Our very own madman, Ransom, and Casual Gaming Dad. Have a lovely evening. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
You may have taken my pride, but you'll never take my title.